Alright, so it's been about a month into the fall season and every anime I plan to watch has finally aired. Looking at you, Arknights. We have new shows, sequels, and others have been hyped all the way to the moon. And with all that, there's probably some shows you missed or either passed on. So, I'm gonna watch every anime this season and tell you guys which ones stood out to me and which ones I would skip. Okay, so what do we have first? So Anya fans are back with season 2 of I Can't Believe This in My Life. Continuing right where it left off, we have Loi doing his secret spy missions by pretending to have diarrhea. We have Yor being the mommy assassin that she is, and Anya being, well, Anya. And it looks like someone else will be joining the family this season, so Boku no Deco is back with more good guys fight bad guys. And to be honest, I don't really remember what's going on, but I know I've been rooting for the League of Villains for a while now, and I find it hard for me to switch back to the good guys. Alright, fuck the villains, it's plus ultra time. Mob is back with another season of going 100, but this time fighting the broccoli cult. At this point, Mob is no longer the shy, awkward kid he was back in season 1. His character keeps developing into something greater, and I can't wait for what this season has in store for us. Okay, so I never watched the original series, but from what Bleach fans have told me, it's pretty good. When I first saw the show, I passed it off as another forgettable anime that I even dropped it at one point. But boy, was I wrong. When I went back to rewatch it, it kept growing on me. The cast is so lovable with Iruma trying his best for his friends and just live a normal high school life. And Clara, well, just being Clara. And this season it looks like Iruma's gonna go through a whole training arc to become even more stronger, so I can't wait for that.
It's a terrible day for rain.
What do you mean? It's not raining.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so my depression is back with To Your Eternity Season 2, leaving right where it left off with Fushi staying on the island for a long time. It's been about 40 years now, so I wonder what's happened with the world. Will Fushi be finding his old friends this season or making new ones? Either way, I know it's gonna hurt. Remember when people were trying to get Uzaki canceled because of her body? Yeah, it looks like it went well. And it looks like love is in the air this season, just not the ship y'all been wanting. So Peter Girl is back with Season 2, and this show isn't skipping a beat. There's even more girls and even more fails on Peter trying to stay faithful. Will he ever be at this point? And don't worry, your ship won't end because every ship sails in this anime. Well, not all of them. Golden Kamuy is back with Season 4 and even more face memes. Same as My Hero Academia, I vaguely remember what's going on. I think they're trying to prove the One Piece is real or something, who knows. But just like last season, I'm gonna binge it once it's done airing. Okay, so here's the big boy you've all been waiting for. The anime where it broke records for most viewed anime opening, had over 500,000 waited for it on my anime list, which has never happened before, and has Twitter trending every Tuesday for its weekly releases. I give you Chainsaw Man. It's no surprise this show is big as that is. You have a complete story waiting to be adapted. Then you have the king of studios, MAPPA, animating the series, which is crazy because of all the other shows they have right now in the works. This show was set for success and is not disappointing. Tatsuki Fujimoto, the author of Chainsaw Man, is a big fan of movies, and his personality really shined in the opening with the references. You have the choreography being perfectly blended between 2D and 3D, which is very hard to do, but MAPPA is just a different beast. And we can't forget about the ending. MAPPA confirmed 12 different endings with this show, which is crazy to even think of, but I'm so glad they did it. Each one is unique and better than the last. If you could only pick one show this season to watch, I highly recommend this one. Okay, so this story is promising. It's a guy trying to become a hero but lacks the power to stop a nuke. I wonder how he'll get over this. Oh my god, are you serious? Truckun doesn't miss. Okay, so now with that out of the way, now the real story begins. So now our main character is Sid. He's just bullshitting everything to make the story progress. It's always working. He's just an overpowered main character and he knows it. He doesn't want to be the main character in the story. He wants to stay in the shadows and just be the side character for everybody else. I thought this isekai trend was gonna get boring, but I'm actually enjoying the hook this one has. Okay, so hear me out. How about we make an anime about being isekai? But here's the kicker. You become a sword and get bullied by a cat girl lolly. There's nothing much about this show yet, but it has me hooked. Will she become the ultimate adventure? So it's about a guy who got kicked out of the hero's party for being too weak, but the thing they didn't know was that he's actually cracked. He starts to tame Beast, aka Girl X Animal, and is able to use those same powers they have, which is completely broken, but he thinks is a norm among his class. Nothing much else happens in the show, it's just another rinse and repeat harem anime. Oh my god, how do you miss that? You were wide open, bruv! So, we finally get an anime about soccer. If you liked Haikyuu, then you probably end up watching this show. It's about this whole training program where there can only be one chosen out of 300 to become the Japanese best striker. I'll definitely be watching this just because I'm praying on their downfall after getting my boy out of the first round. I've somehow gotten stronger when I improve my farming-related skills. It's about a guy who just maxed out his farming skills. It's mid as fuck. There's already another farming anime coming out next season, and now since I read the manga of that one, I recommend watching that one instead of this one. I'm the villainess, so I'm taking the final boss. It's a knockoff of the other villainous anime where the main girl gets trapped inside of a dating sim and has to figure out a way to survive or she'll end up dying. The only thing that has me watching this show is the voice actress Rie Takahashi, since I'm a big fan of her. But other than that, the show is mid. I'm not gonna lie, the show me in the first half. I thought we were gonna get another domestic ex-girlfriend type of anime, but instead he pushed a girl off his body just to realize she was trying to kill him, only to get saved by a tsundere childhood friend, to be thrown out the window to be saved by his uncle in order to be taken to his house where he learned he's the leader of a famous ninja clan in order to become the next head of the said ninja clan. You follow all that? The show's questionable to me. It seems like an interesting premise, but I'm just losing interest after every episode. But maybe I'll change my mind later on. If you've been around the anime community, then you've seen this girl pop up on your feed by now. The story revolves around the students being paired up for their high school marriage practical course. And of course, our main character gets the complete opposite of the girl you want to be paired up with. I've read the manga before it was announced for an anime adaptation. I can say it's not for everybody, but you can definitely give it a shot. Okay, I'm loving the show. Being a remake from the 1981 anime with the same name, I wonder if it's going to be different from the original. The cast consists of many famous voice actors like the one from Nagatoro-san, Levi, Okabe, Katarina, Kyoka Handa, and many more. And the opening is one of the best we have this season. My hopes for the show only matches that at Chainsaw Man, and that says a lot. I definitely recommend this anime. After getting his fortune told on TV, Asi encounters 5 different girls who he's able to marry. Each one have their own different quirks and personalities. I wonder which one he's going to choose. Wait a minute. So it's an anime about maids in 1999 and a war? Huh. Maybe just some slice of life about competing against other maids. This seems interesting. This is nothing like what I imagined. They have a cute little panda. Aw. But for real, this first episode has me hooked, and I can't wait for what has in store for our main character, Nagumi. If you're looking for an ecchi anime with no plot, then this show's for you. You have a guy trying to quit his job as a guard while making sure his predecessors are qualified enough, but they all have flaws, and he can't leave them until he knows they can fight for themselves. 10 out of 10. By the way, there's an uncensored version, so... It's another slice of life show where cute girls do cute things, but this time they build. It's not bad or great, but it feels like another anime I'm gonna forget. Okay, so the story revolves around Bochu who has social anxiety. So when she sees someone she can relate to by playing the guitar, she just has to follow that path. It's like a Hitorabachi and Keion mixed together and had a kid, and it's working. This anime definitely feels like the sleeper hit this season. The animation is great, just look at this. After watching the first episode, I can confidently say, I have no idea what is going on. It seems like the main character lost his memories and is a leader of an organization who's getting attacked by another organization. For those who played the game, is this all making sense to you guys, or are we on the same boat? So that about wraps up most of the anime this season. I didn't cover all of it, but I feel like I covered a good amount where you can decide which ones you end up watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stop by my Twitch channel where I talk about more about anime, manga, and sometimes rage about Apex. Thank you all for watching. Bye!